Hello Rangers, we are back. It has been a minute. There's been no build videos recently. I do apologise. I have returned back to work currently. I had to go back to work. Everyone needs money, you know the drill. But yeah, we are back for another build video, and today I'm going to show you the ultimate build for 2026. Like the absolute build, the best build to go. It's full on meta. It's achievable down the line. And yes, it does have legendary perk cards, and I believe this is the build for everybody, and this is the build everyone should be seeking to get. So let's get straight to it. I've called it the ultimate commando build because it is technically a commando build as well. As you can see, there are plenty of perk cards on there as usual, but there is some mixing and matching at the moment just because a couple of things changed since the most recent update. So let's get straight into the specials. And we're going to start with an 8 in strength, a 10 in perception, a 13 in endurance, a 4 in charisma, a 1 in intelligence, but trust me, we're not stupid with this build. We did a 10 in agility and a 10 in luck. Feel free to pause any moment now, take a quick snapshot like I do on any build videos I also watch as well. So yeah, have a quick look at that one. And let's get straight into the perk cards. And let's start from the legendary perk cards. And word and warning, as usual, yes, you do need legendary perk cards on these builds. It is an end game build. A lot of people get confused about how have you got 15 points in this stat and I've only got 10 or 7. You do need legendary perk cards. So let's start from the top. We've got Legendary Perception at +5 Perception rank 4, a Legendary Luck +5 Luck rank 4, a Legendary Agility rank 4 +5 Agility, a Legendary Intelligence +5 Intelligence rank 4, a Legendary Strength +5 Strength rank 4, and we've got one taking one for the team. Enemies take 5% more damage when they attack you if you are on a team. Feel free to change this one if you want. It doesn't cost any perk cards anymore. So next recommendation on there, what would I say? If you're a sneaky person, might not do range sneak damage, increase the targets by +10 for 10 seconds. It's completely up to you. If you like to lockpick, maybe Master Infiltrate is your jam. Choose that one as well if you feel free. Or maybe Sizzling Style, 50% fire damage resistance when wearing a matching set of armor. It's completely up to you on this build, but I choose taking one for the team. Let's get straight into the perk cards. We're going to be finishing on strength on a 13, and let's start from the top. You know my favourite cards. Strongback, rank 2 there, gain more carry weight based on strength, plenty of carry weight with this build. This is going to be like an everything build. You can carry as much as you want, and it's very meta. We are using the meta weapon, the Elder's Mark, so you'll see as we go along. We've got easy target, +75% range damage to crippled targets. Beautiful. That damage stacked there will go up later on and cripple. We've got Barbarian. I love this one. Gain damage resistance based on your strength. Super high. So doubled when not wearing armor. I'm not too sure why you wouldn't be wearing armor, but you know, whatever floats your boat. We've got Scattershot, 20% of the damage dealt to a limb is applied to all limbs in your target. So yeah, we've got extra cripple there, we go back to easy target. It's all marrying up and it's all great. We are using ballistic weapon on this build, but you could also choose to use an energy weapon on this build if you wanted to. You can mix and match, but I use the Elder's Mark, so ballistic ammo weighs 9% less. And you know something? Carry plenty of ammo so you don't have to keep nipping back and forward, and you know, so it's really nice. I carry about 20k sometimes, so that 90% less ballistic weapon weight is really nice. We've got pack wrap because we're using junk shield, so we are carrying some junk with us, so the weight of our junk items is reduced by 50%. Real nice card. It's not a throwaway card. I think it's a great card. And Arms Keeper, your weapons weigh 75% less, so you can literally carry as many weapons as you like, because you know something? It's not going to weigh anything. It's really been massively reduced. So if you like to use a handmade, a fixer, an Elder's Mark, a machine gun, a minigun, whatever you want, you can carry it now. It's reduced. So we're going to go into Perception at a rank 15 now. We're going to start from the top at number crunching. Your weapons have 2% increased damage per AP cost. We're going to have plenty of AP on this build, so that AP damage right there is going to be really nice. We've got Downranger, you do +20% range damage to far enemies. Real nice card right there. We've got Tormentor, nice boss weapon, boss perk card for really Heavy boss enemies, so you deal 20% more damage per crippled limb your target has, so especially if you're going up against Bigfoot, you crippled his arm, or you cripple his other arm. Plenty more damage being put through to him on that one. We've got tank killer, your range weapons ignore 40% that of the armor, so the more heavily armored enemies, or anyone really, will be taking increased damage from your weapon. Real nice card. We've got a concentrated fire maxed out at the 3 there. Focus fire to gain +3 accuracy and damage per shot. Really nice. It's all marrying up now. The damage is coming through. It's perfect. We've got awareness for that extra facts accuracy there. Gain more facts accuracy based on your perception. Real nice. And next we're finishing endurance at a rank 50. Starting from the top, we've got Life Giver, gain more HP per point in endurance. Real nice card. We've got our Ironclad there. Ironclad perfect for a matching set of armor. Armor provides 25% more protection, double div wearing a matching set. Real nice card there. We've got Iron Stomach, increased damage and energy resistance based on endurance while not diseased. So that's real nice. That extra damage and energy resistance there makes you super tanky. And we are a tanky build. Real tanky. We have got natural resistance. I really like this card. It's a nice sleeper card that people seem to miss out on. Increased elemental resistance based on endurance while not diseased. Really nice there. Across the board, you'll see later. Increased max AP based on endurance while not diseased. That is first quencher there. So that max AP is shot up there. Real nice card right there. We've got Fascinated, increased disease resistance based on endurance. Not really necessary, but I like to have the insurance policy in place for the extra disease resistance. Next we have Hardy. It's been changed. It was fireproof. It's been completely changed now. So take 45% less damage from explosions. I see a lot of people having it at rank 1. But I am not using Brotherhood Recon armor on this build. I am using Civil Engineer, so I don't have that extra full damage resistance that Brotherhood Recon would use. So I'm going on the 3 stars on the Hardy there for the extra explosive resistance. And we've got starch genes because we are a human and we are mutated and we are mutants now. Overeaters is now gone and mutants is in. Real important to hear. You'll never mutate from rads and Radaway will never cure your mutations. So you want to have plenty of mutations on this build, enough to get that +5% on the mutants stack. But I'll show you that on the armor later. But you don't want to be losing it either. Let's go into Charisma. We are rank 4. Gain more XP while on a team based on your Charisma. So plenty of XP building there. Real nice. Strange in numbers. Positive mutation effects are +25% stronger if teammates are mutated too. Mutants is in. So everybody will be running a Mutants build on their armor now. So guaranteed this card will be always kicking in the background. Next we have Tenderizer. Each attack makes sure target take increased damage. We are using Elder's Map, so you will be pumping bullets out and you'll be doing plenty of damage. The Tenderizer is a must there in the Charisma. Intelligence at rank 6 now. Stimpaks restore more HP based on your intelligence. Really nice. We've got Field Surgeon, Stimpaks and Radaway heal 60% faster, so you're not really having to deal with the animation for too much longer. We've got Scrapper, which is a daily driver build as well. We want those extra components, so obtain more components when you strap weapons and armor. Real nice card there. Good with Salt. We're still carrying plenty of food, even though we are overeaters now, and we still like to have those positive effects from being a herbivore. So food in your inventory will spawn 9% slower. You could technically put on batteries included there, so you can literally be carrying energy, weapons, everything on this build now. You could literally carry everything, so you wanted to also carry energy weapons on this build because it's an everything build. You can carry every weapon on this build. You can also put batteries included there, so it's completely up to you on there. So yeah, good with Salt, batteries included, up to you guys. And most importantly, next we've got Agility and Luck coming up now. These are the important cards for the Fats and AP and damage. First and foremost, rank 3 Gunslinger. Your ranged weapons do +12% weak spot damage. Really nice card. Gunslinger Expert, +1% range weak spot damage per onslaught stat, +3 map stats. You'll be accumulating Fury stacks real quick with the Elder's Match, so there you go. plenty of damage being output there. We've got Gorilla Expert at +1 reload speed per onslaught stack, +3 max stacks right there. Real beautiful card. We've got Gorilla Master there, +5 range damage to close enemies per onslaught stack, +5 max stacks. The higher the stacks, the more damage we're dealing, the quicker the reload speed, the quicker the damage to the weak spots as well. We have got Packing Light for the extra action point regeneration there. Your action points regenerate faster when not over encumbered. You are highly unlikely to ever be over encumbered on this build now. I've made you a build where you won't be over encumbered too quickly anyway. You can carry so much stuff before you end up being over encumbered. So Packing Light is always kicking in the background. Beautiful. We've got Evasive, chance to evade attacks based on your agility, because agility is absolutely maxed out, peak right now. Look at that. We're going to be always dodging bullets. Beautiful card. And we've got Gun Fu here, fat swap targets on kills with +30% chance to your net, plus 30% damage to your next target. Gun Fu there, real nice card. Get it on there. Nice little sleeper card sometime, but more very important for that quick swap out and auto fire in there. We have Adrenaline there, gain +10 damage per kill while on kill streak. We are using the Elder's Mark, we're using Fixes, any gun really. Those kill streaks right now are in, so you go to that max 10 stacks real quick there and plenty of damage. Real nice card, real nice, +50% damage there on a max stack. We're going to go into luck now. We're going to start off, it's rank 15, we started off with Grim Reaper Sprint. Any kills in fact restores your action points based on luck. So if you're in a high octane situation, your action points are consistently being restored at all times. Real nice card. Better criticals for the Fats. Fats criticals now do +10% damage. So you know something, Bigfoot's going to bed real quick on this build. We've got Ricochet, gain a chance to deflect range attacks based on luck, so luck is maxed out, so you will be seen there. You'll be ricocheting a lot. It's a beautiful card. We have Luck of the Draw, because we're using an Elder's Mark, and cursed weapons do have decreased durability, so I popped a one star version, a slight chance that your weapon will repair itself when hitting an enemy, and the Elder's Mark is fairly quick, or any weapon that's doing rapid as a rapid star on, is more chance of it repairing. Real nice card there. 4-leaf clover, missing fats now contributes to your critical meter based on your luck. So real nice, critical meter is always going to be shooting up now, and that's exactly what you want really, so yeah, keep that in. We've got class 3, negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. We are looking for absolute mutant stack at +5%. On the build, on the armor, which we'll see later, so you definitely want that on to reduce those mutation negative effects. We've got Critical Savvy. Critical hits now can only consume 55% of your critical meter. Real nice. So more critical damage, more criticals, easier kills. There we go. And we've got Junk Shield, everyone's favourite card for the extra damage resistance across the board. Gain resistance based on your luck and amount of junk held. It'll be maxed out because we are rank 15 in our luck. And there you go, there's your perk cards. And remember with Junk Shield, please be holding 100 pieces of any junk in the build, because you do have Pack Rat on at the same time, so that weight will be reduced down by 50%. So choose anything you want there, and you're getting that nice Junk Shield bonus, what I'll show you later. They are your perk cards on this build. Feel free to pause, screenshot, take a picture on your phone, get these cards on your build ASAP. Like I said, if you go to intelligence, you could possibly change that out for the batches included for the extra carry weight, and you can carry as many weapons as you want in this build. Beautiful build. Now let's go into weapons, armor, stats, and mutations. So first and foremost, let's go into the stats. As you can see, currently base damage is 95, but trust me, that is not the point. Base HP is 426, AP is 324, but we've got extra AP regeneration on this build, real nice. Damage resistance is 654, so the numbers aren't amazing, but trust me, you will not be dying. Poison resistance at 143, flame explosive resistance at 278, energy resistance 795, chiral resistance 122, and radiation resistance finishing at 303. Let's go into effects. So we're running a civil engineer armor bonus now, 50% chance, 50% chance of 150 fire damage to melee attackers, and weapons break 35% slower. So if you use that curse weapon, civil engineer is a really nice armor set for you. So let's go into the mutations we're running this build. I'll just shout out the positives. We're using Adrenal, plus 5% damage per kill while a kill streak, marrying up with a couple of the perk cards in our build. We've got Bird Bones for the plus 4 agility there. We've got Chameleon, which is becoming invisible in combat if unarmed or stationary. Eagle Eyes at the plus 4 perception, and a plus 50% critical damage, so plenty of critical damage happening. Egghead for that plus 6 intelligence. Electrically charged for the 40% chance to deal 25% energy damage to melee attackers, so we're doing energy damage and fire damage to any melee attackers now. Real nice. We've got Emp on there for the minus 25% team damage taken, plus 6% damage taken, but it's fine. We've got the Grounded at the plus 100% energy resistance and the minus 30% energy gun damage. We've got Healing Factor for the plus 3% health regen. We are herbivores. We like our veggies on this channel for us all 2 times the benefits of veggies. Herd mentality, marsupial at a plus 300%, 20% jump height, plus 20% carry weight. Plague walk at a plus 10% poison, aura scaling with diseases. I don't really need that, but I wanted plenty of mutations, so the mutants build kicks in. We've got scaly skin at a plus 50% energy and damage resistance. And we have speed demon at a plus 30% reload speed, plus 20% move speed. But the hunger and thirst is increased while moving. Don't worry about that. We've got minus 30% gun accuracy, but plus 25% melee damage and plus 50% limb damage on twisted muscles. And unstable isotope, 10% chance to deal 10 fire and 8% rads to melee attackers. That is your mutations, and that'll be stacking on our mutants build. They are your mutations on this build. Feel free to keep whatever you want, but remember, if you are using a mutants build now on your armor, because it's not overeats anymore, have plenty of mutations. We'll see the perk card effects in the background. Now we've got awareness at the plus 20% facts accuracy, barbarian at plus 44% damage resistance, beautiful. Downranger at plus 20% damage versus far range targets, plus 75% damage versus crippled on easy target there. Effaces at a plus 7% chance to evade. First aider at quicker healing. The 4-leaf clover at plus 48% chance critical meter misses, recharge the critical meter. The 9% food spoil rate minus there. Iron stomach at the plus 57% damage and energy resistance. Ironclad kicking in there at the plus 50% armor bonus. And there we go, look at the jump shield there, everyone. 111 damage and energy resistance, beautiful. We've got that life giver on at the plus 110 HP. Natural resistance kicking in there at 32 across the board, and Cairo fire and poison. Packing light at a plus 25% AP regen. Ricochet at a plus 30% deflect chance. Strong back with that extra carry weight there, beautiful. First quencher out of 71% max AP, beautiful card there kicking in. We've got Torment and a cripple plus 20% damage per cripple limit or target has. Vaccinated at a plus 36% disease resistance, so it's really nice, as you can see. All those perk cards kicking in the background there. Great build. And there are your finished special stats there. But obviously you can increase all this with food, buffs and whatever. But we're not going to be doing buffs currently on this build, as you can see, just so you can see the base damage and the base damage resistance without the buffs. Obviously we've got a plus 3% charisma there and the swamp soup, but swamp soup's not doing anything but charisma. We've got no buffs on at the moment on this base build right now, so that's really nice. Let's go into our weapons of choice. I'm currently using a Fixer on this build and a Cursed Elders mount. Let's look at the Fixer right now. This is mainly the one I use for raiding on the drill. This is my drill raid gun. It's a quad, it's a rapid, it's a fats optimized, and it's electricians to stun the enemies while defending the drill. But let's look at the main gun we're using for this. This is the gun I use for the drill section of the raid. But the main gun on this build is the Cursed Elders map. Cursed weapons got a massive buff in this most recent update. So as you can see, let's start from the top. It is a Furious. It's plus 5 damage per onslaught stat, plus 5 max stats. We've got the rapid on there at plus 25% weapon speed, beautiful. That's optimized at minus 35% action point cost, so plenty of action points. And a controversial choice here, Not really controversial. A lot of people would have rangers, but I choose to have conductors. Conductors critical hits restore 10% health at 10 health and action points instantly and 100 more over 5 seconds for player and teammates within a 100-foot radius. Beautiful benefit. Absolutely beautiful benefit on conductors there. So great. We've got plus 50% damage to Scorch there because they've got the Scorch Killer's receiver for the extra damage. It's a curse at the plus 35% damage, plus 15% attack speed, and minus 15% durability. But I'm going to be showing you how we're negating the durability minus there, and that is with the Civil Engineer armor. But that is our build. It's got a short light barrel, recoil composite stock, large twitch eject drum, glow sight, and the compensator. Really nice there. The AP cost is only 7 to use this gun, so the fats are beautiful on this gun. But that is your Cursed Elders mat. It is the meta. It is the best standard gun in the game. Absolute best. This is the gun you need to search for. You can get this gun through Beast of Burden, or please take a look in anyone's shop and see if anyone's selling it for an affordable price for you. Please don't try and trade it for leadership bobbleheads. Try and buy it for caps, or just wait for Beast of Burdens to come up. Like I said, you could go and use a fixer, but this isn't any gun build. So feel free to choose whatever gun you really want to use on this build, because you can do everything on this build. Use every gun on this build as much as you want. I just like to use the meta gun, and that is the Cursed Elders mat. So let's go into weapons next. Armor. Currently, I don't have the updated version of the Under Armour, so currently I am just using, it's only got standard lining and it's standard styles, but I got the plus 2 agility, plus 2 charisma, plus 2 endurance on the Enclave Secret Operative Under Armour. Obviously start looking for the mods for that, what can drop in offense. Take a look at the Fallout 76 wiki. It will let you know where to get the modifications for all an updated Under Armour, because it's been completely changed recently, but that is my Under Armour on there. So I'm using a Mutants Civil Engineer armour. So let's start from the top. The reason why I'm using Civil Engineer, it had a massive buff recently. It's a really nice piece of armour now, and it has a nice little effect what marries up with the effects of curse weapons, which is the 35% slower weapon breakage. So let's start from the top. We are using Civil Engineer. It's got a 16% ballistic resistance, 17 poison resistance, explosive resistance at 39, energy resistance 78, 14 on attack resistance, 50% on radiation resistance. It is not the most amazing piece of armor ever. Secret Service is still fantastic, but the Brotherhood Recon armor is a must right now, but it's ridiculously hard to get to drop. But eventually people will get the full set. You will learn the full set down the line. So please persevere. But if you're using a curse weapon, I'd highly recommend Civil Engineer is the way to go for the extra weapons break slower effects. So let's start from the top. It is a Mutants. Mutants is in now. It is overtaking Overeaters. Mutants is the meta. Please be assured, if you are human, even if you are a ghoul, please use Mutants, or Lucid if you're a ghoul. But for human, please use Mutant. Up to 5% damage reduction as you require more mutations, currently 5%. Really nice. Damage reduction is so beautiful. Please use Mutants. Please, 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 please use Mutants. It is the meta now. My second stars and my third star and my fourth star are the same across the board, and I'm going to explain why I have these particular ones, because a lot of people would say choose something different, but here's why I use them. So for the second star, I have powered plus 5% action point regen. I'm using the Elders mat, what bleeds through when you're using fats, bleeds through AP. So that extra regeneration is really nice. So it's plus 5%, and I have it across the board, so it's at plus 25% AP regeneration. That's my AP regen. It's ridiculously high. So look at that. Powered, and I have True Hikers on for food, drink, and chem weights reduced by 20%. So on a full stack, that is 100%, 90%. So there you go. Really nice. Oh, it's 100%. Yeah, 100% max. It's completely maxed out. So you don't need to waste the perk cards like Traveling Pharmacy and True Hikers on there. I have Tanky. Now this is a 4th star that you don't see in many meta builds used, but I really like it because I can take this into the raids. Really nice. But a lot of people choose Rangers. So on a full stack on tankies, you're going to get 1000% damage resistance for 10 seconds while standing still. 20-second cooldown, a really nice 4-star for any situation. So you could literally stand in front of Bigfoot and get that damage resistance by just standing still. You will glow purple when you're standing still and being attacked because the damage resistance is coming through. So my 4-star across the board on there is tankies, but if you want extra damage on top, I would recommend rangers, but rangers are ridiculously hard 4-star modifications to get, but it's completely up to you. But I recommend tankies for that extra damage resistance, up plus 200 damage resistance for 10 seconds while standing still. Full stack 1000, beautiful. I use butt rest and deep pocket because you know me, I like my carry weight to be high. And let's go into the rest. As you can see, it's all powered. So that stack now is going to go straight up to 25% on the AP regeneration. That is my build. I highly recommend Civil Engineer. Beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment. If you do need to know how to get Civil Engineered, please feel free to Google it or check the Fallout wiki. I use it because I mainly use the curse weapon. I know you could use a repair kit to quickly repair it and it's simpler, but look, weapons break 35% slower. And it's got the nice tag flag there when you've got the full set on, so it's activated at all times, and you get 10% chance of 150% fire damage to melee attackers. So you always like super mutants like to hit you, or if you're surrounded by mole miners so you don't shoot sometimes, you're getting that extra resistance. And my weapons are going to last longer now, so when I'm in the thick of the battle, my weapon's just not randomly breaking on me all the time. So it's a really nice card there, and that is your armor. I hope you are enjoying this build video currently. I'm so happy to be back. I've missed making these videos, and we are going to be back as much as we can. Let's go, and I don't want to take any buffs, so let's see the standard. So I'm not going to drink anything, I'm just going to stay hungry for now, and let's go and test it, and let's go and see our boys in blue. We don't want to use any buffs. As you can see, currently with all the stuff we're carrying, we're carrying 108 carry weight currently, but 416 carry weight overall. So let's go and see the boys in green and test this build. No buffs. Let's not have any buffs on. Let's be really legitimate and show this build without any buffs being on. No food, no canned coffee. Let's find out. So let's just make sure we got no buffs on first. So there's no buff. We've got slice, but it's 3% charisma. But that's just extra experience. So let's go. Let's check this build out. Let's test it out. Boys in green. Plenty of damage there. So you can see this kill streak's ticking, the Furies is ticking, and did we run out of fats at any point? We never ran out of fats at any point along that way. Nearly infinite fats. Beautiful. Let's go and see the rest of our boys in green. Invaders of Beyond is on, but I don't really care for the Invaders of the Beyond event. Let's get going. Let's get inside here. Conductors is kicking in the background there. Let's squat. See you later, sir. Beautiful build. Beautiful. Fats are just not running out. Tanky just kicked in there, as you can see we're glowing purple currently, so that the tanky effect is kicking in, and the AP is so beautiful. We're not running out. Excuse me, sir. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Beautiful. I love this build. Let me know what you think. AP so high. Beautiful. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm glad to be back. Let's get this door open. Let's get down. Let's get back to business. Excuse me, sir. As you can see, gun fu is kicking in there. It's like auto shooting. The servers are about to shut down. What a shame. What perfect timing. 4 minutes time. Let's keep going. Up we go. And around. Anybody in here? As you can see, the ricochet is kicking in. Let's get upstairs. Down we go. Beautiful. We've still got a pest here. I can't find him. Where are you, sir? And that's it, guys. That is the build video. I'm glad to be back. And look, we never ran out of AP. And look, no silly buffs in place. Honest build video, and look, you can do this without all the silly buffs in place. And we never ran out of AP once. We never died once. Health regeneration was fantastic. This is the ultimate build for 2026. I hope you guys love it. This is a pure meta build. And guys, you can run raids, you can run daily ops, you can do your grunt hunts, you can do your head hunts, you can do everything. And as you can see as well, I barely lost any durability of my Elder's Mark, which is always quick to lose durability. So there you go, guys. Do the build. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please watch it. Please welcome me back to YouTube. I'm so sorry I've been away for so long. But we are back. We're back with ultimate build videos. And I'll see you at the next one. And that'll be at the end of the week. Thank you very much. Please give it a thumbs up. And we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if you can get me there, if you pass this video around and show everyone, please do. Thank you very much. I'll see you at the next one.